Any insights, Counselor?
The Garidian captain is torn about something, as if she were faced with a difficult dilemma.
She has violated the neutral zone.
It's more than that. I think she has a personal stake in this matter.
Mr. Data, do you have any suggestions?
As long as the warbird maintains a tractor beam on the scout ship, we cannot beam its crew aboard. However, if we maneuvered the Enterprise between the ships, we could temporarily disrupt the tractor beam.
We will have to drop our shields to use the transporter.
We'll have to take that risk. Make it so.
Tractor beam. The crew of the scout ship has been beamed aboard.
Captain, the warbird is hailing us.
On screen.
Federation starship. This is an internal Garidian matter. You've been warned not to interfere.
Surely we can resolve this matter without recourse to further violence.
They are locking their disruptors on us.
I will use violence if you do not cooperate, Captain. Transfer the criminals from the scout ship to my custody at once.
They are now guests aboard my ship. If you return to Garidian space immediately, I will overlook your violation of the neutral zone.
I was sent to bring these criminals back dead or alive, and I will carry out my orders even if it means destroying your ship.
What do you think, number one?
The Garidians respect strength. If we show any sign of weakness, it might just encourage them to fight.
What do you suggest?
Maybe we can use our phasers until they listen to reason.
I don't want to provoke them, number one. Mr. Worf, your analysis.
The Garidian warbird is similar to the Romulan Dideredex class. It is less maneuverable than the Enterprise, but it has slightly more firepower.
We'd both take a beating if it came down to a fight.
Our records identify the warbird as the Asirim, commanded by Captain Pintara. Starfleet intelligence rates her as a capable but unimaginative tactician. The room is empty. Raising shields.
Mr. Data, do you have any suggestions?
As long as the warbird maintains a
We will have to drop our shields to use the transporter.
We'll have to take that risk. Make it so.
the crew of the scout ship.
Captain, the warbird is
On screen.
Federation starship.
Surely we can resolve this.
They are locking their disruptors on us.
I will use violence if you do not cooperate, Captain. Transfer the criminals from the scout.
Whatever crimes they may have committed, you had no right to pursue them across the neutral zone.
I was sent to bring these criminals back, dead or alive.
What do you think, number one?
The Garidians respect strength.
What do you suggest?
Maybe we can use our...
That may be too strong an action. Mr. Worf, lock phases onto the warbird, but hold your fire.
Aye, sir. They are locking their disruptors on us. They are not responding.
Can we beam the crew off the scout ship?
Not at this time. The warbird's tractor beam is creating too much interference.
I cannot raise them. The warbird is jamming their communication.
Sensors are detecting an energy buildup within the scout ship. I believe they have activated a self-destruct mechanism.
Can you beam the scout ship crew aboard?
We cannot establish a transporter lock. There is too much interference from the warbird's tractor beam. I estimate that the scout ship will self-destruct in approximately 1 minute.
Engage.
Captain, our sensors have detected a large energy discharge. I believe the Garidian scout ship has been destroyed.
The warbird is heading back toward Garidian space. They are activating their cloaking device.
Any suggestions, number one?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't have any suggestions right.
Captain, we are receiving an emergency transmission from Simcoe 4.
Simcoe 4? Isn't there a research center there?
Yes, sir. The work at Merton's orbital station focuses on power generation. The researchers there are among the best in the Federation.
On screen. This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise. How can we be of help?
Captain Picard, I am Daneb, Chancellor of Simcoe. We are in need of immediate assistance. Merton's orbital station has been attacked by an unknown vessel and does not answer our hails.
Attacked? But the station is a purely scientific facility.
Is the attacking vessel still present?
We do not know. Whoever or whatever they were, our sensors did not detect them.
Perhaps it was a cloaked Romulan vessel.
I doubt the Romulans would venture this far into Federation territory. The risks are too great.
Captain, you must hurry. The attack has destabilized the station's experimental power core. We don't know how long we have until a core breach, but I can tell you the resulting energy release and radiation would be catastrophic. Captain, you must hurry. The attack has destabilized. We detected several escape pods, but we haven't recovered them yet. The pods we detected could hold only a few dozen. There are hundreds aboard the station, including families. The pods we detected could hold only a few dozen. There are hundreds. Thank you, Captain. I hope you arrive in time.
What do you think, number one? What do you...
Maybe we can... That may be... They're... They're not responding.
There are no valid beam-down coordinates at this location.
Sensors are detecting an energy buildup. We cannot I estimate.
Engage.
Captain, our sensors have detected a large energy the warp.
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
What's your assessment of...
The Enterprise's presence in this region has set a lot of minds at ease, but I'm still concerned about the Romulan activity in the area. Look sharp, Captain.
Picard out.
Captain, we are receiving an emergency transmission from Simcoe 4.
Simcoe 4?
Yes, sir.
Relay the Counselor, do you have any thoughts?
I'm sorry, Captain, but I don't have any...
Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.
The Merton's orbital station at Simcoe 4 has been attacked. As the closest Federation starship, the Enterprise is obligated to help the Simconians repair the damage and evacuate the wounded.
Understood. Picard out.
Hail them, Mr. Worf.
This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation.
Captain Picard, I am...
Attack?
We do not...
Perhaps it was a cloak.
I doubt...
Captain, you must hurry.
What about survivors?
We detected several escape pods. The pods we...
Set course for Simcoe 4.
Thank you, Captain.
We'll do our best. Dr. Crusher.
Crusher here.
Doctor, we may shortly be taking on a large number of wounded, possibly hundreds.
How much time have I got?
Not enough, I'm afraid. Picard out. Miss LaForge?
Yes, Captain.
We're en route to Merton's orbital station. They've been attacked, and they're going to need immediate assistance. See what you can find out about their experimental power core.
I'll see what I can dig up, but the Simconians do some advanced work. It may take a while to figure it all out.
Then I suggest you work quickly. Millions of lives on the planet's surface may be at stake. I expect a full analysis of the situation and our options as soon as we're within sensor range.
Yes, sir.
Engage.
Captain, message from Starfleet. It is Admiral Redrick.
On screen.
Captain, I've reviewed your report. I can't say that I'm impressed by the way you handled the Garidians.
I thought it best to allow the Garidians to handle their own affairs.
We can't allow the Garidians to waltz into Federation space anytime they please. Don't let it happen again. Redrick out.
Something's wrong. We have arrived at the Simcoe system in response to a distress call regarding Merton's orbital station. The station is apparently attacked by unknown forces, leaving it in danger of power outage.
We are within sensor range of the Merton's orbital station, sir.
On screen. Miss LaForge?
LaForge here.
Report. What is the condition of the station?
You're looking at what's left of the Merton's orbital station, one of the largest research centers in the Federation. The focus of their work is on power generation. 5 years ago, they built the prototype of an experimental power core, and it's been running the station ever since.
Power generation studies? That doesn't warrant an assault like this.
I've been in contact with Starfleet headquarters. Power generation is only part of what this station studies. For several years, researchers here have been working on new ways to detect cloaked vessels.
If the Romulans discovered this, they might have risked a raid. The Simconians did not detect the attacking ship. It may have been cloaked.
That's speculation, Mr. Worf. We have no proof the Romulans were involved.
Well, whoever it was, something powerful punched through the station's shields and sliced off an entire research wing.
What do you mean, sliced off?
There is insufficient debris in the area to indicate that the missing section was destroyed. It is possible the attackers simply removed it.
Geordi, could that be what destabilized the power core?
No, and that's what I can't figure out. Damage to the upper deck should only cause minor problems, but I'm reading serious power fluctuations. Maybe serious enough to breach the power core's containment field.
What will happen if the containment field fails?
I can't say for certain, but with the amount of energy that thing can put out, I wouldn't want to be around it when it goes.
Is there any way to shut down the core?
There's a fail-safe mechanism which is supposed to jettison the core automatically in an emergency.
I'd say this qualifies as an emergency. Why wasn't the core jettisoned?
The only way to prevent it is by manual override. Someone has to be there to stop it.
That means there's someone still alive in there. Data, are you picking up any life signs?
The station's shielding is interfering with our sensors. I cannot tell if any of the crew are still alive. However, life support is still functioning. But
Dr. Crusher?
Crusher here.
We're nearing Merton Station. Are you prepared for casualties?
My staff is ready to do double shifts. We can handle about 330 emergency cases, but we'll have to beam the rest down to Simcoe.
Understood. What is your recommendation?
We can't do anything from here, but to get an away team aboard, we have to find a way through those shields.
I believe I have a solution. The station's upper shields are badly damaged. If we establish a lock on the transporter on the upper decks, a transporter beam could penetrate the weakened shields.
Once we're in, we should be able to jettison the power core. Then we could lower the station's shields and evacuate the wounded.
Very well, number one. Make it so.
Geordi, I want you and the rest of the away team ready to go in 20 minutes.
We'll be there in 10.
Counselor, do you have any thoughts?
I'm sorry, Captain.
Mr. Worf, your analysis.
Captain, we should check our orders from Starfleet.
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
I'd like to confirm our current orders.
Of course. The Merton's orbital station at Simcoe 4 has been attacked. As the closest Federation starship, the Enterprise is obligated to help the Simconians repair the damage and evacuate the wounded.
What is the current...
Actually, things are relatively quiet right now. The only cause for concern is all the Romulan activity in the area.
Picard out.
Beam down coordinates selected.
It's Beverly Crusher, the Enterprise Chief Medical Officer. Lieutenant Worf is... These power surges are serious. Without a stable power source, we'll lose life support.
I've got to talk to the engineers who built this place. The entire hull is lined with a liquid tritanium-duranium alloy in a memory gel suspension. It's completely self-sealing.
You mean the station heals itself?
That's one way to put it. The attack caused major structural damage. If this were any other station in the Federation, we'd be standing in a vacuum.
We can't risk it. If the cable shifts, it could crush her. I don't think that's such a good idea. I don't think that's the best thing. There's no way to get to her. We've got to move that cable. I can't cut any closer without endangering her. I don't think that's the best thing. We can't risk it. If the cable shifts, it could... There's no way to get to her. We've got to move that... It didn't work. She's got 2 badly broken legs. We better get her a doctor.
All things considered, she's very lucky. I can take care of the worst of her injuries here, but I'd like to get her to sickbay.
I'd say we found our intruder.
No unusual readings. There's no need for that. Will's wounded. There's no need for that.
I don't think that's such a good idea. I don't think that's...
It didn't work.
It didn't work. We have to get past that machine out there. It's blocking the way to primary engineering.
We do not have sufficient weaponry to destroy the intruder.
What is it doing here?
It appeared to be drawing plasma from the third conduit cluster.
Well, that's it. It's collecting energy. Maybe if we can temporarily shut off the power, it'll leave.
Make it think the wells run dry, eh? It's worth a try.
There should be emergency shut-off controls around here somewhere.
It didn't work.
There's no need for that. There's no need. It's not working.
It didn't work. I don't see anything special about it.
It's Beverly Crusher, the Enterprise.
I can't just let that woman suffer. We have to find a way to get her free.
I don't think that's such a good idea. I can't use this with that. I can't use this. I can't use this with that. I can't use this. I can't use this. I can't use this. I don't think that's the best thing to do.
If we move the cable, we may injure her. There must...
Here's the life support panel.
We need that access code to stabilize life support. Energy surges have fused these controls. It didn't work. I don't think that's the best. Energy surges have... We need that access. Geordi is the Enterprise's chief engineering officer.
This is an unusual design for a transporter panel. It didn't work. It didn't work. With all the damage this station's suffered, I'm surprised it's still holding together. I don't think that's such a... There's no way to get to her. We've got to move that cable. I can't use this with that. I can't use this. I don't think that's the... It didn't work. I can't use this with that. I can't use this. I can't use. I can't use. I can't use. I can't use. I don't think that's such a good idea. It didn't work.
It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. It did. It's a wave reduction converter. Looks like a plot. Looks like a flux. Looks like a phasing. It's a variable.
If we revive the injured woman, she may be able to tell us about the attack.
Life support will fail if we don't get it stabilized soon. Once it fails, we won't have much time.
I can't just let that...
I don't think that's such a... I can't make it work with that. I can't use this. I can't use...
I can't do anything for her until we get that cable out. If we move the cable, we may injure her. There's no need. If we move the cable, we may injure.
It is too heavy.
A lot of these systems are out. I think we're in luck. This life support console is still active. I think we're in luck. A lot of the... It's dead. Power surges have just... I don't see anything... Life support will fail if we don't get it stabilized soon.
I don't think that's the best.